People think foster kids are quiet, distant, or don't care. But that's not what's actually happening. They're not withdrawing. They're learning how to adapt. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Spill the Tea. And today we're talking about something that gets misunderstood a lot, especially when it comes to foster kids and how they show up emotionally. When you grow up in an unstable environment, you learn quickly that opening up isn't always safe. So you stop talking. You don't express anything. And for me, I started observing everything around me. And people started labeling that as being withdrawn. For myself, my foster mom and my foster family would always try talking to me. I remember my foster sister Brittany always saying how hard it must be for me. And the truth is, in those moments, she was giving me opportunities to open up. My foster mom would always constantly ask me how I was doing all the time. But to me, and how I felt, the less I talked about it, the more I buried it, that maybe, just maybe, that those feelings would just go away. I didn't fully understand what was actually going on until I got much older. And if you're a foster parent or a caregiver, I get it. You can ask those questions 1.5 million times and still get nothing besides "I'm fine." But don't stop asking. Pay attention to those small things. Pay attention when they start pull away. Because for me, those moments that I was dismissing, those moments that I was hiding, those were actually the moments I needed someone just to sit with me. In those moments, I could have felt like I belonged somewhere. I didn't have the words to explain how much pain I was feeling when I was a child. I used to think, if my own parents left me, what makes you want to stay? When a child grows up without stability, they start questioning everything, even themselves, and every single person around them. You become so hyper aware, and you don't trust anyone easily. For me, it was easy to let other people open up to me, but there was nothing that could break the wall that I had built internally. That pain eventually turned into anger over time. I got used to feeling like everything in my life was only temporary. I never fully committed to anything, not because I didn't believe in commitment, but because nothing in my life ever felt permanent. And this wasn't a lack of respect. This wasn't a lack of emotion. This was my mind and body trying to protect me before I even understood what was going on, or before I could even recognize it. And over time, I started to learn from it. I started to sit with the pain instead of running from it. That's when I started to see the patterns that were inside myself. The patterns that were causing everything in my life to fall apart. The problem is, people look at that child and they think that they're broken. That child is not broken. They've just learned how to adapt the only way they knew how to survive. So if you ever felt like you had to shrink yourself to survive, there's nothing wrong with you. You just learned way too early in life how the world works. If this resonated, this is exactly what I talk about in my book, A Child Called Home, and right here on Spill the Tea.